What defines the next GBS leaders? I think strong leadership skills. You have to be a true leader, as in like a real motivator of people, and you have to have drive and ambition. Change management. I think we've heard a lot here in the last few days about change management, and it is a long journey to take people on with you. And then I guess in terms of the second part of the question, the learning, setting up GBSs and announcing lifts and shifts goes down like a ton of bricks. So in terms of planning and implementing, you kind of have to have that in mind well in advance, and then have that comms plan, that change plan, and have it aligned. And I also think one of the key things, and certainly from our experiences at AtkinsRéalis, is don't move a broken process. Have your process defined first and make sure it works first, because if you move a broken process, it's not suddenly going to improve because you've moved it somewhere cheaper. You're then going to have to travel millions of miles to support hypercare and still continue to fix a broken process. So actually it will fall down rather than succeed. So be prepared, set everything up in advance, then lift and shift. I've absolutely loved it. It's brilliant. When I first came, I was a bit surprised at how small the venue was, but I think that is a huge advantage because you're kind of really close to people, so you're forced to talk to people. And I think there's so many great people here and everybody's so friendly. And I guess I've been to a shared services conference and they've mainly been like London based. So I've met people, I've made like 50 new friends on LinkedIn now. It's been absolutely fantastic networking experience, and I would highly recommend it. There's some new sort of vendors around as well, and I think, I don't know, there just seems to be more time to kind of share, talk, network, mingle. It's been good, and I love the way the agendas have been planned with the speaking sessions in the auditorium based on the workshops. I did love the workshops. I thought the workshops were really good. I've met a lot of people in the workshop that I was in. The whole workshop I thought was great, the GPO session. So my chat was all around implementing a new global ERP along with the interfaces from an order to cash perspective. There was a lot of people in the session that are actually on that journey. So there was a lot of discussion, which I thought was really good, because I guess standing and talking about a subject which can be a bit dry can be quite difficult. So there was a lot of interaction and people asking advice on what was the best way forward. So my key takeaway, I think, is collaborating now with people that are on that journey and people that have gone through the journey. And for me, as a GBS that moved into a global process owner that moved into the role 2 years ago, we're still trying to set the scene of what that means, what that looks like, and how we lead that change and drive that change and get buy-in without resistance to the global changes that we're trying to move forward with. From my workshop in the Global Process Owner Orders to Cash was all about the collaboration, the contacts I made, the fact that we're all on a journey, and we've now made commitments to follow up with each other to help and support ourselves through our respective journeys. We have a lot of common themes in terms of challenges that we face, but we also have common themes in terms of some of the successes. So I think we've kind of created a mini forum of success as to how we drive forward the Orders to Cash GPO role. So I was honoured to be asked to be a speaker, which was great, and I planted the seed with the Vice President of Finance Operations. She looked at the event, thought, wow, this is really good. So we brought all of our GPOs, purchase to pay, R2R, and we've also brought a number of managers from some of our shared services So we've all been in different workshops, we've all got different avenues in terms of what we want to pick up, but we've brought it together and we've had some very interesting debates over dinner in the evening in terms of where we think AI is going and where we think GBS is going, because currently we have 2 shared services, whether we have more, whether we centralise more, any other activities outside of the current HR and finance roles that we do. So it's been really quite interesting. I would highly recommend it actually, because I think one head alone, you bring out one sort of perception and thought, whereas 7, you bring in 7 different views and opinions.